Hello, I'm Mary Ramo, and I'd like to show you my recipe for manicotti. Manicotti means cooked hands, and it's to hold, it's the crepe that holds the filling for the manicotti. This is how we start. 1 cup of water, 3 eggs, you put them in the blender with a cup of flour, and we're going to put it on for 1 minute. As soon as it starts, I stop it and I scrape around. You can see it where it collects there. Scrape it around. It's not a big deal. I like to do that. I hope you do it too. And now this has got to be on for 1 minute. All right, so we got the blender there. We're waiting 20 minutes for the crepe mixture to settle. It has to stay 20 minutes. Don't keep it any longer than 20 minutes, because then when you make the crepe, it could have holes in it. We don't want holes. We don't want the filling to leak out. Okay, this is the pans that I cook the manicotti in. These are 8-inch non-stick pans. I've had them for years. If I show you the back of them, you say, oh, shame on me. I don't scrub them. I wipe them good and clean and leave them alone. I cook nothing else in these pans. Okay, so I'm set up with a 1/4 cup measure. That's how you measure the liquid of the manicotti. This is to help me to flip the crepe. This is a spray. When the pans are nice and hot, I spray them, but only one time. You don't spray them for each crepe that you're making. I have a dish here to collect the crepes. I use 2 pans because I'm a show-off, but I actually have been making these for years. It's quite easy. Start with 1 until you feel comfortable. Okay, 20 minutes is over. I bring to you the crepe. And this is ready to go. Now I put on the heat here. I put it on my stove. It's like number 6. It's number 6, just a little above, the middle numbers. Or at the middle of the numbers, maybe I want to say. I want these pans to heat, and then I'm going to spray it with a liquid product here. All right, so now I'm going to spray my pans. Just a little bit. You don't really want to do it over the stove because you could make a fire. I don't really think it's funny. It just struck me funny. So now I'm going to use a 1/4 cup measure. This is 1/4 cup. I don't fill it all the way to the top. Fill it pretty good, but not all the way to the top. And you pour it in. When you pour it in, you circle, circle, circle all around. Circle, circle all around. It spreads the mixture for you, adheres to the pan, and you're making a crepe. I wish the pan was a little bit hotter. I like to hear that sizzle when the batter hits the pan. Go around and around, spread the mixture around, and we're making a crepe. Remember, you use as many pans as you want at one time. Now this is going to cook. I'm not trying to fry it. I'm just trying to make a crepe. I don't want it to be raw. What happens is the crepe will release itself from the pan. When I see that it's released on one side, on an area of the pan, I will take this knife, loosen it, and flip it over. I'm going to show you. Measure the crepe, 1/4 cup measure, not to the tippy top. because then you got too much in there. You don't want too much in there. No spray, don't spray again, but bring this around and around. See, there's a hole right in the middle there. Cover it. Cover that hole. Go around and around, spread it. See, just spread around. Now fill the second one on the other side. You get into a rhythm. See, you hear that? That's the sound I'm looking for. Hear that hole? I come over here and fill the hole now. See, it fills it up? I'm spreading it around. Now this goes quick. You see, this has already separated from the side. So I'm going to flip it over. Just stays very short time. You can almost see underneath there that it's cooking. This one is separated from the side. I flip it over. This one is ready. And I put it in there. 1/4 cup measure. Fill up that hole. Make it close. Spread it around. Quarter cup measure. You hear that? That heat is just right. Spread it around. First one is ready to go. It's separated from the pan. And this is very little time. See, when I went too far the other way, don't be afraid. Pick it up, and make it go. It's all right. I ain't perfect. Did you get that already? I straighten that out. I take the manicotti, I put them in the dish already we were using on the stove, and I wrap it in a towel. I want to keep them nice and warm on the side, but they must cool down because we want to fill them with ricotta. Okay. Welcome back to Mariu's kitchen. Now for the manicotti filling, it's 1.5 pounds of ricotta, 1/2 pound of mozzarella, a very generous, you can see there's a very generous 1/2 cup of cheese. So it's really more than 1/2 cup. Now's the time to put the flavor. That's what we got to think about. In here is the seasoning. About 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and some parsley. Don't make the filling green color. So you put some. A nice big tablespoon could be good. All right. Now I'm going to put the items in here. The manicotti, I don't know if I told you, but they make 12. Sometimes you make 11. Sometimes if the water's a little bit more than it should have been, you're going to make 13. But it's always nice you make 12. And you put these items in here, and you scrape them together. Oh, I need a spoon. Excuse me. You see, we're not that professional. We want to be here. We want to be good. We want to do the job. All right, to the mixture, we're going to put in 3 eggs. Big, small, little. Put in 3 eggs. When my kids was young, we used to talk, my mother would say, chicky-chocka the eggs. This is chicky-chocka. And when I had grandchildren, we said, chicky-chocka the eggs. I don't know. That's what we liked. And now we're going to mix this together. You'll see, it all comes together nice. This is a nice recipe. You could ask me where I got it from. I don't know. I don't know. But in the future, if I can continue with this and I get some people support, not, you know, I don't mean support money. I mean people watching, I would like to do other recipes. Can make meatballs. I make a pot pie, chicken pot pie. Easy to make, easy to make. If you make it yourself, you say, she's no big deal. This is easy. If you think you're interested, that's what I think I like to do. The crepes, you remember they're here. And I lay them out. They're cooled off now. And you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And we got 12. We got 12. And we start to fill them. Now look. How much do you put in? You want a manicotti that you're proud to serve. Here's about what I'm putting in. Am I showing you? And I fill all 12 before I go any further. Anyway, we thank God we had a nice Christmas. My family's very generous. They give a lot of gifts. My grandchildren are either teenage or above. They get money. I try to make one gift so that they can have something to open under the tree. Now here's what's left. I got to fill one more. It's out of the screen, I know. Fill one more. Now, this is what's remaining. Look around. Wherever. And fill it up. Use it. Now I got one over here. There's plenty in there. But this one doesn't have as much to my liking. I know it's off screen, but I'm going to do that. All right. Now, my hands are clean, I tell you. So I spread it out here. It'll come to the end. I spread it out, and you roll it up. Spread it out, and you roll it up. This makes one aluminum pan of manicotti. You put them in the pan, get them ready for the oven. Put the oven 400, 425. I like 425. You flood it with sauce. Be generous with the sauce. The manicotti will suck up the sauce. And cook it about 25 minutes. Stick the knife in there. If the knife comes out hot, then the purpose is to make the manicotti hot. It's not to cook them. Everything here is already cooked. All right, I want to show you them in the pan. Let me finish rolling the last 3. You try it. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. If it looks like a little labor, it's worth it. I don't think it is. But the rewards that you'll get in compliments is unbelievable. You see my manicotti here? Now I'm going to stop and get a pan and fill it up. All right. Now we put them in the pan. You could get all 12. You might not want to put all 12 in there. You might want to do 6. Then you take the other 6 and you freeze them in the freezer. These freeze very well. Very well. Just defrost them when you take them out of the freezer. Push them in here. Make a little room. We're going to put the last 3 over here on the side. Push it in. Maybe you don't want it so tight. Use 2 trays. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for the privilege of showing you manicotti. Thank you very much.